Hey you guys, welcome to a new episode of Food and a Single Guy with me, your very own Amaru. Now on this episode of Food and a Single Guy, you guys, I'm gonna cook a quick and easy home-cooked meal from my country. It is long green beans with chicken. But before we get to the recipe, I just want to welcome a number of new subscribers to my cooking channel. Welcome to the channel, you guys. I hope you like the videos, I hope you like the content, and I'll say it again because I said this on a previous video. If you don't see me on this channel, chances are I am on my other channel, AMARU Online, where I keep you updated on everything pertaining to my music, my acting, my auditions, my failures, my everything, okay? The thing is, if I have to upload a cooking video every day or every week on this channel, I simply don't have the time. So whenever I have the time to upload a cooking video on the cooking channel, I will do that. But it is easier for me to upload a video on the other channel because the editing is a little less time consuming. Okay, so if you don't see me on this channel, take a gander at the other channel, which is AMARU Online. Click on this link, click on it right now. Make sure the annotations are turned on, because if your annotations are turned off, you're not gonna see this link. Okay? Now, alternatively, you can also check the video description for all my social media links and of course the link to my other channel. You guys, as per me, I am going to put all the ingredients in the information box for your convenience. You know, just in case you want to try this recipe and you're putting together your shopping list, you can just copy and paste the text into your Word document and print it or whatnot. Okay? So check that out and let's get cooking. Okay, you guys, to those of you who've been with me for a while, you will know that in my country, in my culture, before we cook meat, we always wash the meat with some lime juice, some vinegar, some lemon juice, or even some sour oranges. The reason we do that is, first of all, it helps to tenderize the meat. That is one reason. The second reason and most important reason is it cuts the raw meaty scent that all meats carry. Trust me when I tell you that is not very tasty. Okay, you need to wash the meat thoroughly because nobody likes a raw, meaty, scented kind of meal dish. It's just horrible. Okay, so trust me when I tell you, the lime juice, the lemon juice, the vinegar or whatnot, it is going to help make your food taste better. And this is the way we do it, you guys. You simply put the meat in a bowl of water with some lemon juice or lime juice or vinegar, as I stated, and then you set that to one side for about 15 minutes to half an hour, and then you're going to rinse the meat thoroughly. Next, you're going to put the meat in a colander to drain the excess water before seasoning the meat. In this case, I am seasoning the chicken with some black pepper and some garlic powder, and you allow to marinate for anywhere between a half an hour to an hour. You can also choose to marinate the chicken overnight like I did for extra flavor. Now let's move on to these green beans, you guys. When I tell you that I've had a craving for these beans for such a long time, it is ridiculous. But the thing with these beans is you have to cut them in a very particular way, and I just don't know how to do that. Okay, the thing is you need to take the bean and then you hold it in your hand and then you take a knife, a very sharp knife, and then you slice them at an angle. Yeah, and I for the life of me, I cannot do it. And I refused to call my mom to come help me. So basically what I did, as I'm gonna show you in this little clip, I simply placed my green bean on a chopping board, used my sharpest knife ever, and then I started to slice away like this. Yeah, and it works just the same. As you can see, this is the desired effect. The thing is, it is so very difficult to me to just hold the bean in one hand and then slice away very thinly. I can't do it. I can't do it. So to my fellow countrymen out there, don't laugh at me because at least I tried. But I failed. I know. But that is why they invented chopping boards. Now you guys, nothing looks more unappealing than a pale piece of meat on your plate, right? I agree. So what we're gonna do next, we are going to brown the chicken on both sides, just like this. And that is the way we do it in my country. Oh, and let me remind you that this too is a one-pan dish. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you will know that in my country, we are very big on our one-pan dishes. But anyways, back to the chicken. You're going to allow the chicken to brown on both sides before adding the shallots. And as you can see, I am using a generous amount of shallots, but if you want to use onions, feel free. It's totally up to you. So when the chicken is brown on both sides, you're going to add the shallots and the garlic, and you're going to stir that well. You're going to cover the pan and you're going to allow to simmer for anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes on low to medium heat. Next, you're going to add the tomatoes and the pepper, and you can choose to use a habanero pepper or a Scotch bonnet pepper, or maybe even a chili pepper. It's totally up to you. Now, as you can see, I'm also adding 2 chicken stock cubes, and the reason I'm doing that is because in our cooking traditionally, we don't use a lot of salt in our cooking. We use chicken stock cubes or vegetable stock cubes or beef stock cubes because they give a lot of flavor to your food. Now, I live in Europe, as I stated earlier, and up here in European countries, mostly people season their food with salt and pepper. That can make your food taste very bland. Trust me when I tell you, invest in a pack of chicken stock cubes. And if you're a vegetarian, invest in a pack of vegetable stock cubes. It is going to make all the difference. Now, after that, you're going to add the beans. You're going to give that a good stir, and by all means, do not cover the pan because it's going to generate a lot of fluids, and that is not what you want. Okay? Now, you're going to keep on stirring and stirring and stirring on medium heat, no high heat, medium heat. You're going to keep on stirring for anywhere between 5 to maybe 6, 7 minutes because the beans are so thinly sliced, they don't need a lot of cooking. And trust me when I tell you, nobody likes a soggy vegetable. You want to make sure that your beans have kind of a bite to them, okay? And that is the way it should be done. Now, when it's all done, you guys, it should look a little something like this. And baby, when I tell you it was thebomb.com, you're gonna have to trust me on that one. Okay? Now, you guys, if you decide to try this recipe for yourself, do let me know how it turned out because you know me, I'm always interested in hearing from you. In the meantime, let me wish you a happy weekend. It is Sunday today. To all of you who are going to go back to the salt mines tomorrow, yours truly included, I want to wish you a great week, and I will see you when I see you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good Sunday. Bye.